when I started watching pro wrestling, my introduction was three people: Bret Hart, Stone Cold, and The Undertaker. Those three made me become a fan to this day, as you see. I remember when I first started watching wrestling, it was Bret Hart was pretty much out the company at that point, so I never really seen him at his peak until I got older. I remember when he left the WWF, it was a big thing. A lot of people were shocked, or rather, they knew, but they didn't expect it to happen so soon. He came back. What grade I was in, like ninth grade. He came back in 2009. Nobody expected him to come back. We all thought that, at least somebody like me thought that, oh, he's really not gonna come back. This is it. But he came back. Never say never with anybody that's a former WWE wrestler. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come back. I say that to say there's been a lot of stories with CM Punk after he got fired from AEW. A lot of rumors that he wants to or wanted to come back. He wanted to come back this year's Rumble. Have a program with Kevin Owens. You guys don't know Kevin Owens is good friends with the Young Bucks, so I found that funny as fuck. And also, Owens don't like Punk in real life. A lot of people in WWE don't like CM Punk in real life. Now, do I see him coming back? I do. I do for the reasons I stated at the start of the video with Bret Hart. Nobody expected him to come back. Came back. There's a bunch of people. Sting. No, I didn't expect Sting to ever be in WWE, but he had a run there. Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash is another person that came back eventually to WWE. Kind of funny, meaning that they don't like each other either. Like Kevin Nash, no, he said some things on his. You guys don't watch his podcast. I say check it out. He legit has. He's top 5 wrestling podcast right now. I'm not a huge fan of him or his podcast, but that's me acknowledging, the big dogs. Um, you know, he said something. Now everybody's pretty much saying Punk is his worst enemy. Huge CM Punk fan. January will make 10 years since he left WWE at that Rumble. He wasn't the main reason I started watching, but he was one of, because at that point, it was the Roman Reigns agenda. Nobody else was being pushed but Roman Reigns. John Cena, everybody else was phasing out. Punk was too, but Punk still had more to offer because they did him dirty creatively back then too. And it's just funny that he's acting like this in the establishment that he pretty much took the blueprint for. You know, his whole before he even came to WWE, his motto was anti machine. Yeah, he went there eventually. Everybody's going to pretty much go there eventually. That's what it. Not only the exposure, but also the money. Punk is his worst enemy. Um, got called how it is. He claims he wanted to run a business. He worked with children. But has he looked in the mirror? He is a part of the. Tony Khan is solely responsible for this, in my opinion, because he could have been stopped this a whole year ago. A whole year ago. But he chose not to. Until now. He didn't even bring up Ball Out. He brought up the Jack Perry shit. Um, yeah, this just has to stop. Either this is really it for Punk, and if it is, it's pretty sad that he's gonna pretty much retire this way. Nobody expected him to end his career like this. So if I honestly see him going back? I do. I do honestly. Just a matter of when, because you guys need to think about the WWE locker room. They more mature than the AEW locker room. You don't hear stuff like fights happening all the time. I do see a lot of people doing business with him because it's business. These people make a lot of money. Don't think y'all realize that. So say Seth Rollins, right, and say they want to say he comes in when they pair him up with Seth right out the gate, do a program. I don't think Seth is going to turn out all that money that they're going to offer him to do the match with the guy. Well, that's what I got. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk more about this tomorrow during Dynamite. So tune in for that, guys. Peace.